Hello Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. I'm taking a look at what's happening in your energies, any guidance that Spirit wants to share with you, anything that'll help you on your journey. I'm taking a look at where you are currently, what is active in your energy, what has happened in your recent past to bring you to this point. Anything that Spirit wants to share with you, that's what we're taking a look at. And then I'm also going to look at a love charting for those of you who are dealing with someone, a connection, a relationship, and you've encountered some challenges that prevent or hinder this connection from moving forward. I'm going to look at what's happening in that connection, anything that Spirit wants to share with you, their feelings, their thoughts, outcomes, what the current energy is there at the moment. Okay. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy the reading. If you like the energy and you find that the message resonates, I hope that you decide to subscribe, and don't forget to like. Please comment, let me know how. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I'm just sending so much love to you, my Saggies. Thank you for your support on my channel. All of your energy is so precious. Your likes, your comments. Those of you who have contacted me for coaching, for readings. Those of you who have sent donations, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for making it possible for me to do what I do. Helping the channel to grow and making it possible for other people who might need to, or might just benefit from these readings, to have access to them. Okay, you've entered a sacred space. The archangels in the north, south, east, and west have their sacred flames burning. Thank you so much, Spirit, for helping me to channel my Sagittarius collective, bringing them messages and guidance that will help them in their higher good. These messages are to help you on your journey, to help and not to hinder. You have your own guidance system. The messages that come through clarify what you already know about your story. It is confirmation. But trust your guidance system first and foremost. I always ask that you settle into your intuition, welcome your guides, and give thanks for the guidance, the love, and the protection. And ask them to guide you through the reading, to help you to know and to recognize what is for you, which parts of the message are for you and which is not. If it resonates, claim it without a doubt. If it doesn't, let it go. It's for somebody else. But if it triggers you, that's where your work begins. Okay. Right, Sag. So let's take a look. Now, Saggies, my Saggies, you are always showing such courage, no matter what the circumstance, no matter what the challenge. You see every experience as an opportunity for growth. And that's what makes you so dynamic. I do feel as though the challenges that you have experienced of late, you know deep down that they are for your highest good. You know that there is value. You trust the process, but it's really, really challenging at the moment because you don't yet see, well, what is the point of all of this hardship, of all of this pain? What was the point of this? You are constantly in the energy of growth, and I do see that there's been an energy of envy and jealousy around you. Envy and jealousy, maybe because you always seem to appear to be unaffected by whatever happens. You always seem to be so lucky. You always seem to have the great outcomes. Nobody knows how you sacrifice. Nobody knows the challenges, the pain, the hardship that you go through, because you don't show people that. You don't show the world that. But I do see that you have recently been struck by someone's venom. And And maybe they're envious of your courage, maybe they're envious of your growth, maybe they're envious of how you seem to so gracefully move through life. They don't see in the privacy of your dark nights of the soul. They don't see how you cry. They don't see how much it hurts because you don't show the world that. I do feel like somebody has stung you with their venom. Their bile, their poison, and that could be their jealousy, their envy, their contempt, their anger, their resentment. Somebody treated you harshly. Could have been words. Behaved, this is someone that was acting out from a place of ego. And this has completely shifted the trajectory of your life and possibly theirs. This person, the way that this person treated you, the things that they might have said, whatever it is they might have done, that's not really how they feel. This person feels love for you, wants to show you that love, very possibly wants to offer you an apology. But it's in the upside down, they're not doing it. Something's holding them back from doing that. This trajectory, this shift, this direction that this person and you have been moved towards. Like when something happens and cause and effect, it just takes you in a particular direction. I feel like this person's actions, and you can reverse the roles, take it as it resonates, but this person's actions from their ego has shifted the trajectory of your connection, of their life, of your life, and not in an easy direction. You see this mountain, this icy mountain? It's in the reverse, which means that this person is probably resisting, accepting and acknowledging that they've got to face this climb. They've got to climb this mountain. It is cold. It is not easy. It is possibly lonely. And only when they get to the top will they be able to, have that downhill that is easier. But there is a climb here. There is a hardship that is being faced as a result of this person's actions. And you have grown. And this contributes to their growth as well, hopefully. I'm going to clarify. I'm going to draw more cards to see. But you've taken this painful situation and this setback, and you've taken it all in with an open heart, faced it for what it is, even though it's painful, to allow it to contribute to your growth and your expansion. Your energies at the moment is that there's a powerful energy shift taking place for you. All right, and there's definitely an eclipse here. It's not okay. Now it makes sense, because I was right at the beginning. I was channeling that so much has happened. You always reach for the growth, for the lessons, for the purpose. You can't yet see what the purpose is of this painful experience, and therefore we have these eclipses. I've got the eclipse in 2 places here. What that means is Spirit is saying to me, Sag, for you, the sun is hidden behind the moon at the moment. But remember, an eclipse is only momentarily. feel as though the moon is going to give way very, very soon for you to see the value, the purpose of what has taken place here. You're in this vulnerable place. You're in this place of deep, deep emotion. You're allowing yourself to stay there, even though it's painful. You're allowing yourself to be still in these painful emotional waters. And Spirit is saying, you are at your most vulnerable, and you are at your most beautiful. And maybe that's why this is, I feel like you have these eyes on you. And I don't often say that, because I don't like to say things like this, because sometimes we have a tendency of making other people, of demonizing other people. We've all been in a situation where we're so pinched off from our deepest desire, that when we see somebody, it comes into somebody else's experience and seemingly effortlessly, it just seems like they get things so easily. And I don't think they're better people than me. Why do they deserve it and I don't? I know that sounds bitter and ugly and nasty, but we've all been there. We all have shadows. We're all human. And you do have people, someone in particular, that looks at you and sees you graceful, beautiful, and feels envious that you can just move through things and come out on the other side as though you haven't been touched by tragedy. Why? That's the word that's coming up, tragedy. For some of you, Sag, you've experienced a tragedy. There is a clear solution. And as that eclipse moves out of position and the sun is revealed, and you can see the sun and the moon in the individuality, you will see that solution. You will see the answer here. You will fully connect with the purpose of this tragedy, whatever it may be for you. Okay. Right. What is happening here? What happened here with this person in their ego? Emotional immaturity. Emotional immaturity, not having the emotional stability to deal with whatever triggered this anger, this contempt, this resentment. And as a result, this person let you go. And everything to change direction. This person forgot that you're who you are. Felt that they need to protect themselves from you. This person was fully in their ego and treated you as though you are an enemy on the battlefield, not a partner. You saw a side of this person that they hoped you'd never see and that you didn't want to see. And for some of you, you had a premonition about this, Sad. You had a dream or a vision. You had a premonition about this, that you would see this person's fangs. You see the snake? Words. This person went into their mind and decided that they're going to handle this situation from here. And that was their mistake. Fear, mental turmoil. This person, whatever this tragedy was, or whatever the situation was, regressed this person all the way back into their primitive self. This person forgot who they are, and most definitely forgot who they were dealing with. What is it? This apology and this offer of love and this offer of kindness, why is it that this person is blocked here with doing this? They want a reconciliation with you. Why is this blocked? They're probably ashamed. You saw a side, you saw something that this person was trying to hide and was hoping to hide from you forever. They maybe saw a side of you that they were hoping never to experience. What's going on here with this? Why is this blocked? Because what they want with you is a reconciliation. What they want with you is the Four of Wands. Happily ever after, celebration, a coming together. Four of Wands is the marriage card, right? To marry your hearts, to marry your minds, to marry your lives. But they know that even though that's what this person wants, for some of you, this person was involved in a third-party situation. And even though this is what they want, they know that how they behaved and what they've done to you is the Ten of Swords. There may not be a way back from this. Because how can they want this when they treated you in this way? Left you with 10 swords in the back. Very, very painful. Betrayal. Abandonment. Why is this mountain here and why is it in reverse? This is why. Looking back. Looking at those 3 cups that they spilled. See here? This is what they want. They want the 3 of Cups. The reason why they don't believe they can have what they want is because they spilt those cups. Grief, sadness, regret. There is a clear solution. But I don't think that this person can see that solution. I think that what's happened here has come as such a shock and is so incredibly painful that neither of you can see a solution here. Even though Spirit says there is a clear solution. Right now, this person, this situation is in a state of eclipse. We're not perfect. We all have shadows. And sometimes when we feel threatened and we feel hurt, we show our fangs or our claws. Or our dragons come out. My dragon comes out and I can blow fire. It doesn't mean that That's who we are. But when we don't do the work, and when you have someone that is emotionally immature, they don't have the capacity to process their emotions, they don't have the capacity, the tools to work through what it is that is happening so that they can deal with those inner shadows in a way that they're in harmony, homeostasis with self, so that when tragedy strikes, all of those monsters are well fed, calm, stable inside in their playpens, in their dens, in their rooms, whatever you want to call it, so that they don't come out and mess up your shit. And that's what's happened here. Okay, so what's this person's current energy? This person's confused. Your person's confused. They're looking at options. What are the options here? And they are trying to manifest, reminiscing, daydreaming, imagining conversations with you and the various outcomes that it would have. Where you shut the door on them, where you tell them to piss off, where you ignore them, where you possibly do to them what they've done to you. They're looking at all of the options here. And a lot of the energy goes into them thinking about the good times, daydreaming about conversations, replaying this in their mind. How did things go south? How did things go south like this? What's happened in the past that brought Sag and this person to this place? Your person was emotionally overspent. This is somebody that does not have clear boundaries with where they invest emotions. This is somebody that offers airtime, gives energy to, is emotionally affected and invested by things that don't deserve their energy. This person of yours was unfortunately giving away energy in places that they were not intentionally. Let me make this clear. You know how you sit down and you decide, this person matters to me, this is what I'm willing to offer them, this is the investment I'm willing to make. This situation over here used to matter to me. Things have shifted. I now understand that this is the new dynamic, which means that the only energy I give here is an occasional confirmation or conversation about certain things that we need to deal with. But emotionally, I have no connection. I'm not interested to invest here emotionally. And yet when that person does something, they take it personally. They give it airtime. They give it thought. They allow themselves to be upset by somebody else's actions as if it is still a betrayal to them. It's like sometimes we watch the news and we look at everything that's happening in the world and in other people's lives, or we watch television programs, and those people have nothing to do with us, but we're so invested in the story, in what they're going to do and the outcomes, that it actually upsets us. That's what I mean about not having boundaries when it comes to emotional investment. And this person was giving emotional energy, because it's the cups, was giving emotional energy in places that they didn't even want to and didn't have much to give to you. There wasn't much left for you, even though you were the person that they really wanted to invest in emotionally. And that can also happen when we have these unhealed, unprocessed emotional wounds. Little things can activate them. Like I say, that wild dog that is a part of your inner shadows can get a whiff of blood. It's got nothing to do with you. Anyway, that's what's happened here. What is a situation? There's this mountain that this person's having to climb now. There is this journey. They've unlocked a can of worms, and they've got to face this. They've got to face this, and they've got to do it on their own. What is something that was quite active in this connection with this person that is now moving out of the way as a result of this? For some of you, it's this player energy. For some of you, this person has come to realize that passion that they have within them to ignite and move what matters to them forward, that they had the tendency to snuff it out. Feel inspired. Yes, this is what I want to do. Yes, this is what matters to me. This is what makes sense. This is the way forward. And then with their mind and with their doubts, and because they are so emotionally spent, because this person just gives airtime where it's not even worth it, they have nothing left to keep that flame going, to move that passion forward. So I feel like you guys had a lot of false starts here, where they would be inspired and have an idea and say, let's do this, I want to do this with you, and then something else comes up, and then they doubt it, then they backtrack, then there's this issue, then there's that. I feel like that is something that this person's coming to realize they want to leave behind. How is it that they feel about you? This person's in their head about you. This person knows exactly who you are, how valuable you are, what you mean to them. This person has absolute clarity about what's happened here, and that's why it is so painful. They are not in denial about anything. This is someone I feel that feels very, very deeply, and has allowed their emotions, their emotional capacity, not to serve them, but to actually drown them. Instead of learning how to swim in that vast emotional capacity, they've just accepted defeat and drowned so many times. And they're not so lucky, they never drown. They always sort of drift back to the surface, catch air, come back to life, until they struggle a bit, and then they let themselves drown. And I feel like that's been this person's cycle. What are their thoughts towards my Sag? We know that this person is grieving this relationship. They're wondering if this is meant to be, if this is fate. And this person believes that things are going to work out the way that they're meant to. What works in your favor, Sag, is the fact that this happened. You got to see this, and this person got to see themselves in this massive mirror that is you. External influence. This love has a life of its own. It really has a life of its own. It's guiding you and it's guiding this person towards exactly what it is you need to awaken to, realize, grow, expand from, heal from. It's got a life of its own. So whilst this person is in their head, in their grief, regret, whilst you're in this place of trying to find the value and the purpose, the love here has a life of its own. What is it that they're hoping for? This person is hoping that the universe, that fate, that this love, that all the forces, that chance will protect this connection, because they don't have the capacity to. They're hoping that from somewhere some sort of miracle comes out. This person doubts themselves. Obviously, they don't know how to put the pieces together here again, because they feel like they can't come back from this 10 of swords that they caused. 10 swords in your back. This person caused you a lot of pain. Outcome, the Wheel of Fortune. Looks like this person's prayers, this person's hopes, this person's secret hopes and prayers, it looks like they're going to get what they are praying for. I feel like somebody or something very close to this person is inspiring them towards love, towards opening their heart here, towards really, really searching their heart in the situation. Clarify for me. I want to clarify this Knight of Feathers. What is it that this person feels towards my Sag right now? They're going back and forth with their feelings. But you see this infinity sign, you see this 8. That's the soulmate connection. They try and move forward. To move away from this, it'll just loop them back round. Try and move back, it'll just loop them back round to that center, to find the center. This person's going to have to find their center, to find their truth, to find themselves. Whatever it is they're meant to reconcile with here within themselves. Clarify the fate, please. Fate is that this person wants to be let back in. They feel as though they've been left out into the cold, left out in the cold. But there is a surrender to source, a surrender to source, a surrender to the heart chakra, to just a surrender that they know needs to take place here. Outcomes, Wheel of Fortune. This karmic cycle for you guys in this connection comes up into the upright, and the outcome here is going to be favorable. What would be a favorable outcome for you, Sag? What would be a favorable outcome for them? Okay. Final guidance for my Sag. Thank you, Spirit. chose a tough path, Sag. You chose growth. You are built for it. You have the capacity, but I have so much compassion. It's not an easy path. Channeling this energy, I feel exhausted. Thank you, Spirit. What do you have to say or share with Sag in closing? Thank you, Spirit. This is a challenging period. Use your imagination more. What do you hear there? Manifest. There's been a powerful energy shift and there's an eclipse taking place. Things seem dark, but the sun is there. You're in a favorable place to manifest whatever you want. What I'm feeling though is many of you don't know what that is anymore. And so use your imagination and focus on the softer things, the things that you do know you value, the things that you do know you want, and go to that soft, gentle place from time to time. This was a venomous bite, but this serves as powerful medicine for both you and your person. I can see that what this person did here was terrible. Very, very painful. I can also see that what Spirit is saying is you may not see that now, but there is value. This needed to happen for the both of you. Somebody needed to see themselves. Somebody needed to get real. And both of you needed to in different ways. Sag, I hope you enjoyed the reading. It's a bit of a heavy one. I hope that you found that it is clarifying, that it has served you. If it resonates, comment, please let me know how. I always love hearing from you guys. And if you'd like to get a personal reading, you're welcome to contact me. My email is in the description box below. Whatever you choose to do, Sag, do what is best for you. Love yourself first and foremost. Love and light, and I'll chat to you guys next time. Bye now.